Hello and welcome to the MCM London Comic Con. I'm Ben.
I'm Adam.
And I'm Mark.
And we are Skip to the End, podcast partners of the MCM Comic Con. Mark, do you want to tell them a little bit about what we're going to be doing this weekend?
Yeah, we've got a weekend full of interviewing amazing people from TV and film. And Adam?
We're also going to be taking in the sights and sounds of the convention, and we've got a question of the day for you every day this weekend.
So, let's get started.
We're here at the MCM Buzz stage with Tyler James Williams. So, how's it going?
Good, man. How you doing?
Very good. How are you enjoying London and the MCM Comic Con?
Oh, it's fantastic. Any excuse I have to come kind of over the pond, I'll take it at the first glance.
Are you surprised by how popular this con is this year?
Not really. No, I'm not surprised. There's a lot of great people here, a lot of kind of great moves, and it's built such a fan base over time. This is to be expected at this point.
Have you been to the UK many times?
I have quite a bit over the years. I've always enjoyed it, so it's a great one to come to.
Fantastic. So, naturally, you were quite a big part of the last season of The Walking Dead. We got quite a horrific death scene from yourself. I imagine you get asked about this quite a bit. But how was that to film?
It was interesting. It was really cool. Steven and I really wanted to kind of do it really well and make it as realistic as possible and heartbreaking and gut-wrenching as possible. So that was just our goal going in, was just make sure that it was as intense as it could possibly be and make everybody feel like they were there as well. We shot it for about almost a day and a half and just kind of got it done, and it turned out pretty well.
It was one of the most talked about things from the series, and I still think people are in shock now from it.
Yeah. I think they're always trying to one-up themselves, and they definitely went for it at the end of this season.
How was it? Did you get a big heads up on it, or was it a case of a few weeks before being told it's time for you to leave?
I got a few weeks before, but a decent enough heads up of you're going out, but it's going to be really exciting and really good. And as we did the prep and stuff for it, I got more and more clues as to how it was going to go down. But yeah, they let me know it was going to be an intense one.
So a lot is made with The Walking Dead about kind of the physical aspect of it and how hard it is physically on the body to go out there and do. But what was because your character went through quite an emotional story arc in the short span he was there. How was that? How did that play on you?
It was difficult. It definitely was with a show that's as draining as it is physically, to be that draining emotionally as well. I think that's what makes the show what it is. It makes it, kind of so good, is that they get actors who love to do that kind of work. So as much as it was difficult, it was fulfilling as well.
Now that obviously spoilers, you're not going to be involved in any more of The Walking Dead. What do you think you'll miss most about being involved in such a great TV series?
I think the process, ultimately. Very few shows shoot that way.
Yeah.
Very few shoot that realistically. I think that's what I'll miss the most. I think it's the thing that, while we're shooting, is the thing we dread the most, that we'll miss the most.
Yeah.
Is just kind of getting that into it and, living it that real.
And obviously you've been involved from quite a young age with Everybody Hates Chris when that was running. So how was that in comparison to a drama like The Walking Dead? How was a comedy role? How was that?
I've always said comedy is a lot harder than drama, mainly because there's a very clear barometer as to whether or not it's good. If people aren't laughing, it's not good. With drama, there's so many different opinions that people tend to have. Like, no, it was very nuanced and quiet, or no, it wasn't good at all. So yeah, it's a completely different animal, completely different type of show, but still fun. At the end of the day, it's just a different skill set.
I believe you shot the pilot for a new series based on Criminal Minds as a spin-off.
Yeah, we just got picked up for that. We'll start shooting that in about a month and a half.
Fantastic.
Yeah, they'll be coming out mid-season. It's the Criminal Minds Beyond Borders. This film, just kind of like the international version of Criminal Minds.
That's going to be good.
And is there anything you can tell us spoiler-wise about that?
There'll be a lot of traveling. There'll be tons of traveling. But yeah, essentially it's what happens when Americans get in trouble overseas, and that's what this crew does. They go back and they get them.
Is there anything else you've got planned in the next sort of 6 to 12 months apart from that people can look out for?
Right now I think that's about it. Now that pilot season's over, there's a few projects I'm looking at, but that's going to take up most of my time. I'm not going to really be able to look at what's next until about the top of next year.
Yeah.
So right now, we're just going to kind of make sure that stands up to the mothership, the regular Criminal Minds, and try to make it as good as that.
And what have you got planned for the remainder of the weekend while you're here in London at the Comic-Con?
Ooh, it's a tight schedule for me. I'm here tomorrow, and then I'm right on the plane right back to the States to get started for work.
I bet your sleeping pattern is all over the place.
It's so messed up. It's ridiculous. I'm like sleeping from like 1 to 5, and then like 3 a.m. to 2. It's weird.
Right, we're going to let you go and have a little nap now, and we'll let this interview end. But thank you very much for your time.
Appreciate it.